Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. Happy International Labor Day. Now I know this is a common celebration in Asia for sure. I know friends in India and China are definitely celebrating it. The devs are actually off for 5 days this week, so hopefully nothing breaks. So to celebrate that, I believe there is a brand new code, Mayday. Interesting way they call it, because Mayday actually means, your something's wrong with the airplane. But there you go. We get 10 eternal stones, which is absolutely great because we're about to have an event around this very much soon. We have the ability to actually test these active gems now into the arena, and we have 2 new ones that are introduced this week. One of them is Gale of Nemesis, and the other one is Stellar Radiance. Both of them, if you read it in detail, if you completely whale it out, it almost feels perfect. On this one for Opsora, and this one is perfect for Erito. And we know Erito is coming back as the next limited hero on the rerun during the summer. Probably sometime in June, she will be on the regular banner. So if you haven't started saving up for her, this is definitely one hero you don't want to miss out on. So starting off the bat, for the free-to-plays, if you only have one copy, you basically now increase max HP by 10% whenever you cast an active skill, including the ones to use skills to pursue, attack, or counterattack. So you have to cast it proactively first, and then these things happen. All right, and then additionally, you will have blood flow, which gets another 1% for 2 turns, stackable up to 10 layers. So I guess if you are doing multiple counterattacks and pursuits, you will be able to get some additional through blood flow. Now, as you get additional copies, say you put it on E5, you're going to have 30% HP, which is much more notable, and then stack up more. So this is actually going to give a very nice, decent boost to Erito's damage, because you're going to cast a spell, increase it, and then all the pursuit attack afterwards, you're going to get a whole bunch of extra HP out of it. So a really nice piece for Erito. As you get to whale level status, you start to see this if she has a shield, and I think you can get that even at just using two copies. You start to see damage reduction to 20. Then at 3 copies, you can get it to level 2, and then on an E5, you're talking about a 40% additional damage reduction. At higher levels, you get something like a Wind Spirit. This is now super whale territory, and you essentially kind of extend the effect of Erito. Like, you prevent the enemy from doing damage in each stage not exceeding 25%. Now, it is not like Erito that starts at the beginning of the turns. It's actually after 2 self turns, so it's not as broken or as effective as Erito from the start. But this is like a Erito passive being passed around as a gem, which is super powerful. But these gems are super expensive to get to this level, so whales only. The other one, when we look at it, this is pretty much a super nice boost for attack up. Now, it's actually a really long essay. There's a whole bunch of stuff underneath. It says it's going to reduce turn meter, increase ally turn meter, and you can only be triggering once. Plus, you give them immunity to dot damage for 2 turns. And grant them composure, immune to dots for 2 turns. Oh my god, so this is immunity to dots for 2 turns. Oh my god, you're like giving a skill that is equivalent to basically Marie, I guess? Because if you're immune to dot, that means you can only be hit by direct damage. I guess Marie's a little bit more broken. So technically, yeah, like, oh my god. And then if it's a support or high speed, you also get to trigger cast the skill one more time when entering resonance status the first time. So if you go into resonance status, you automatically cast the spell. Oh my god. And of course, you have attack down onto the enemy. But let's talk about, the budget version. Starting off the bat, you get, 4 times your initial speed. You get guaranteed attack down. So even this is super helpful in like your regular campaign. You have something like a space. You get a copy of this, and then you get basically now maybe 12,000 attack. That's equivalent to like attack up, a 20-25% attack up. against your normal base stats, and then of course you get to do attack down in a guaranteed way because most likely your attack is higher than the boss, so you can slow down and attack down with a hero like Space, and we all know attack down is super effective in PvE content at mitigating damage. So there you go. Two really nice gems added to the pool. Hopefully it comes back onto the regular pool and you can get them. But let's go test it out. Let's see if these super broken ones make it possible for me to take on someone like Weak, who I absolutely struggle against. But let's see. You can actually test some other stuff in here too. So maybe I probably should have put a passive like maybe, yeah, give this to and then we can use this one on Marie. Okay, let's try that. All right. So now let's see how we do. And of course, my enemy's faster than me, and it's my turn. I'm going to cut in there. I am going to give myself a shield. And he cuts, which means I get frozen now. Great. Opsora. Let's try this new skill. So I'm going to be able to, I should be able to, okay, if everything goes according to plan. So I should be able to increase all my attacks. And then enemy that are slower than mine, which is everybody except Opsora, right? Let's just double check, make sure that is correct. So my Opsora is 2-8. Okay, yep, it is fast. So I'm going to get attack down. And then everybody except Opsora, and do a whole bunch of things on turn meter as well. Let's see if that, let's pay attention to my turn meter. Do it really slowly. But I'm not gonna gain any turn meter, right? Because I got imprisoned on most of it. But okay, I got composure. So now I'm immune to all dot damage. Look at that. But I also have Marie, so I guess, yeah, I guess that didn't really matter there. Okay, now I freeze. That didn't work because I believe he already cast it, right? Or something's preventing it from working there on his Marie. Oh, no. Highest damage was Lydia, so Lydia got frozen instead. Okay, I got hit back once, counterattack. I got the shields. Okay, that's fine. Got composure. Boom, and I should be fine with Aerito. Hit again, but I'm okay. Okay, so, okay, now let's cast this on myself so I get damage immunity. Wow. Ow, that really hurts. Okay, so I think after a couple turns I do get resonance status back. Do I have the... Oh no, I think his Marie's gonna go. And we copied my my lineup and uses a better wolf. If you haven't caught my last video where I finally beat him, you can go check that out on my channel there. So as much as these select target, enemy target. Okay, only has one enemy I can see, yes. As much as these gems look super strong, it doesn't make up for the inherent fact that, you know, against a really strong player, I am still kind of screwed. Okay. I think next turn my Marie's gonna die, pretty sure. Because the effect from Opsora is gonna kick in. Oh great, and he freezes me again. Did he? No. Yeah, nope, not gonna work. Okay, so there you go. As much as this is really broken, it is absolutely not a good showcase against someone like Weak. and it actually used up one of my gem trials. But anyways, as you use up these gem trials, you will be able to complete it. Maybe we'll just do it on somebody else. Hopefully here it's a little bit more notable, right? Like, let's see. So we're gonna start with Opsora. We're gonna use a gem. They're all gonna get attack down, and we get the effect. Yeah, everybody's attack down now. Here, this is a passive. Let's just use that. Hopefully it doesn't kill everybody. Okay, wait, I'm just killing everybody already. That's. I think the power level in this game has gotten to a point where, you know, it is absolutely uncomparable. Like even the whale versus here. This is Flurry's old account. Maybe we'll use it on his account last to see if these arcane gems make a difference. And Flurry hasn't, you know, played for a really long time, but of course this account definitely is still very, very strong. And of course it's a whale who's taken over this account as well. Okay, so starting off the bat, let's see, do I actually have okay, I am faster, excellent. So let's do that. I should be able to get some turn meter gain on myself as well. Composure, everybody got the attack down. And then he cuts in with that. I get hit, so I cut back in there. Both of us have only the base 1 copy onto the wolf. Okay, now he uses his Giselle. We both take a turn and casting a spell. So now I got some extra. I got 30% extra HP on Opsora. Sorry, on. So I should have a buff here, right? Get some extra HP each layer. So this is the flow. I should have some sort of buff showing that I got some extra HP too, because of this particular passive. Right, I should also be taking less damage. Man, it's like literally everything's an essay. So the next time we'll Opsora, hopefully this fight lasts long enough so that Opsora comes back with getting to resonance again. Okay, so she just got resonance. So in theory, I should be able to, it should have casted the first ability one more time, right? Let's see. Okay, I go wolf on him once. His is frozen. Now after I cast the spell, so you can see right now I have no, there is 1 HP on here. Does it say increasing some HP? Certain layer is increased. No, wait, this is this is her own passive. This is her own passive too. This is coming from the, there's so many buffs. I think this is coming from the echo, pretty sure. Okay, so this is not going to do any damage, but then afterwards pursue, I think we should see more stacks of it. Does it actually show up as more stacks? No, it does not. And okay, well that's really strong. That was not expected, but okay, that worked really well. Let's try Wrath, and we'll end the video after this one. So this is our last gem trial. Let's see how well it does against. Oh, trial attempts are used up. Oh, that's a shame. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoy trying these gems out, seeing how broken they are and how game-changing they are. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I really like the feature that they tease us with it. But realistically, I think very few of us can actually afford to go to that level. But if you're thinking about, you know, my original tier list on these gems, I think what's really nice is both of them have uses, even at, you know, just 1 copy, right? It's nice to get a little bit extra HP. And of course here you can see that this has very high usability. I find this one a lot better than, so let's go to the gallery here. Arcane gems. So even at low copies, right? I was recommending this one before because even at 1 copy, you can get attack down 2 on the enemy. I'm not sure why here it's not allowing me to show what it looks like at lower copies. Oh, I think you just press the icon here. Let's see. There you go. So at 1 star, you can just get the attack down 2 with 50% chance. This is not as reliable as the new one, right? Because this one, you can get a very reliable. Sorry, my bad. This one's a lot better because it's a lot more reliable. As long as you have higher speed, you're guaranteed to get the attack down for 2 turns, right? So that's much nicer. So I hope you enjoyed it. So in the future, I would love to see more of these passive ones because passive ones are easier to use. But things like this help you really round out your team, getting more attack down onto the enemy more reliably. All right, and maybe lastly, as a server, hopefully you guys have noticed this. They obviously have a group benefit. This is a really good deal. Don't pass out on it. It gets you a lot of copies of these summons, which we'll need for the event. And of course, this echo goes all the way up till Tyrell. So it includes the one for Ainz of Sora. So everybody up to Sora will have it. We just don't have Nicolith echo in there, but a lot of it's in there. I believe there's one more event on the particular summon. So I believe there was an event. There was supposed to be an event, Mythic Summons. Golden Touch. There we go. Here we go. So we got 7 days for the Golden Touch event. All right. And what happens here is, and if you ask me which one I'll pick, I'll definitely pick this one as the one I want. And by the way, if you don't finish this, okay, even if you don't reach the goals, it will be reserved for next time. So you get the choice of opening it, and then eventually it will, and draw 11 more times for me to get to the guarantee one. Okay, let's see what we get, and it's a brand new one. Woo, we got it. Okay, that is awesome. That is awesome. Let's try to get this one as well. Maybe just for this, I am going to buy 1 copy of it, just so we can do another temple. Okay, unfortunately not. But you can see here I'm making progress, right? I got 30 pulls. If I do, if I finish, it's kind of like the Gift of Heaven event. So if you go all the way beyond, I don't think the excess carry over, but you can do up to 100 summons, and here you can, yeah, you will be able to claim one of your choice. So you get one of these from the box, which is really nice if you're guaranteed to go for that many. So if you pull that many, you're probably guaranteed one of what you want, and then you can choose one more. All right, I hope you found this video really helpful. I really like the features that are coming out. I do recognize it's very expensive, but I think as free-to-plays, we can, once you get to really end late game, you could consider getting, once you have a core hero team built out, you could consider getting some Arcane Gems to really power up your strongest heroes. All right, with that being said, I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and I'll catch you next time. Gandalf out.